every Sunday, around maybe 12:30, 1 o'clock, there is this beautiful woman in Haiti teaching, but with a very heavy accent. I'm like, wow, this is like a goddess. Her name was Lavinia Williams. She was one of the principal dancers at the Alvin Ailey, but she had a passion for Haiti, and she came to Haiti to teach dance, to teach technique. I was like, wow, one day I would like to be just like her. Years later, Miss Lavinia ended up dying in Haiti from some disease or some complications. So I was maybe 6 years old when I saw her. And by the age of 13, I went to school, and suddenly I've seen a group of people coming, oh, who wants to dance? And I'm like, all the boys were like, and all the girls were like, yes. So I was the only boy who went to audition for this school, and some of the girls, but they didn't take the girls, they only took me. And my dad didn't know nothing about it. So one day I got to that school and dancing, finished dancing, sweating, and I'm walking out. My uncle just said, okay, let's go. Come with me. I'm gonna tell your dad that you're dancing. So my dad was like, how dare you dancing? Because I told you to go to martial arts school. I said, Dad, this is my passion. He said, quit that thing. So I was very much disciplined that night. So it was a Wednesday night. So on Friday night, pick up my clothes and then put a bunch of volleyball clothes into my bags. And my father was like, where are you going? I said, to volleyball practice. I said, are you sure? I said, yes. So I went straight into that school and dancing. I never knew anything about volleyball. So 1991 came, and we had pretty much the worst day of our life, because I woke up pretty much 8 o'clock in the morning because we were getting ready to go to school, me and my two brothers. And my father was like, okay, we're gonna go to school because it's the month after winter break. And suddenly the street was like filthy with like tire burning, houses burning, and all this chaos happening on the street. And I'm like, oh, what's going on again? So my father said, wait here. I'm gonna go out the street, I'm coming right back, and I'm gonna get you guys to school. I'm like, Dad, please don't go, because I see the street is very troubling, because my father was very, very involved into politics. So suddenly, I didn't hear nothing, and I hear people screaming, they're killing your dad outside. I'm like, what? Not my dad. I couldn't believe it, because my brothers were crying, and I'm like trying to register, because I'm the oldest. So I'm trying to register, what's going on? And my grandmother was like, let's get out here because, they're killing your dad right now, so let's go. So suddenly, maybe 30 minutes later, I've seen people coming in with my dead body parts, pretty much, to my house. And I'm like, no way. I still cannot, even today I'm talking about it, I cannot believe it. Because my dad was so alive and he was so loving as a dad. And I'm like, where is my dad? And everybody was like, okay, we're gonna kill those 3 boys because, we don't want them to come back to revenge. And I'm like, oh my God. So we end up going hiding for like maybe 6 months. And I'm like, what I'm gonna be doing? Because I was dancing, I was practicing. So the school, when I went back to school after 6 months, and this lady said to me, you can be somebody or you can be nothing. I know the tragedy that you just, suffered is gonna be messing up your mind, but you can definitely do it through dance. I'm like, oh. She said, do whatever you want, but I think dance can save you. So I tried, do my best every day, coming to her school and learn. And suddenly I felt better. I'm like, wow, dance is really happening. So I keep on dancing. And my mother said, no, Haiti is not gonna be for you anymore. And we came straight to Boston, and I'm like, yes, I'm gonna be with my mom, and I'm not gonna see any chaos anymore in Haiti, And I'm like, okay, but I'm not gonna dance anymore, because my mom was like, you're supposed to be a pastor. You cannot be dancing. I'm like, Ma, forget about pastor, I really wanna dance. But I was in Cambridge, and she said, no, you're not gonna be dancing. If you dance, I'm gonna shred your passport, send you back to Haiti. Like, okay. No more my dad, but my mom is gonna give me a challenge. Suddenly I heard music and drums. I'm like, there is something happening here. Across the street from me was the dance complex. So my mother walked me out and she said, if you go to this building, you are out of my house. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna go there. It was on Monday. So Wednesday came, and I'm like, yes, dancing. So from then, my mother was like, okay, you're so persistent to dance, keep on dancing. And I ended up going to New York City with a scholarship with the Alvin Ailey. I graduated with the Joffrey Ballet. Keep on dancing. And my mother now, if I wake up one day, I don't go to dance class, she's like, are you sick? I'm like, no, I'm not sick. But to really tell you the way dance really made me who I am today, and still like trying to reach out to other kids in Haiti too, to make sure that they're okay, because a lot of kids, just like myself, are completely messed up with so much chaos. Not only destruction from earthquakes, but so many wrongdoing are happening in Haiti. So we go to Haiti every summer for like 2 months and teaching kids who's like really want to dance, but they don't have no money to dance. So we give them free classes, free yoga, and keep them on their feet. So to me, dance really, really made me who I am today. So thank you again for listening. Thank you.